Hi Maryland, what's good, what's popping? I hope you're keeping safe. I hope you're keeping up with your mental health because that's really important, right? So we're gonna do a bit of awkward things I realized when I moved to Mombasa in terms of the Matatu system. It's weird, but I'm a weirdo, so don't take it from me. Yeah. So this is me in the morning. I'm heading wherever I was heading, but I was going to this place called Docks. That's the only thing I knew. That's the only thing you should remember. I was going to this place called Docks, and I had to get on this Matatus going to Docks. And I was like, okay, that's an easy name to remember. So I go by the stage and I'm standing there and the Matatus kept on just passing me by. And this is us at the stage, standing and waiting to see the numbers of Matatus. They're like, Omona number, because Miss Jona number yote, because it was, hasn't a number. Yeah. This is me, I stood there for a hot minute, just waiting. Hakuna numbers. I noticed, hey, this guy is, kumbe hakuna namba huku. Like, tu hizi words nimefaa kusikia watu wakisema. Yeah? And sometimes, as I'm told to enunciate. Enunciate, like spinach. These guys weren't enunciating anything. Me, I was hearing my own things. Very, the rest are like, and I was like, why are these people catcalling me? Why? Is it the way I'm dressed? Who are these people catcalling? Like, who? I got really upset because I got offended, but no one else seemed like they were getting offended. Because it's the natural instinct of being a girl and people catcalling. It's not nice. It's not nice. It's hot here. Is it the way I'm dressed? They were just like all over the place. I was like, hey, nah. When you're standing somewhere, I don't know if it's just me. When you're standing somewhere waiting for something, sometimes tu kale kanjaka na kushikanga tu. I just walked to this lady who was selling donuts by the roadside and I was like, Mama, how much? And then she tells me like 20 bob. So I was like, Shika. And then I took mine and was like, it's gonna be a long wait. Wacha nikule kidogo because njaa pia na ilikuwa asubuhi. I hadn't taken breakfast. Anyway. The donuts were really tasty. They were very salty, which made them like just amazing, salty and nice and big, very good. That made me forget why I was standing there and made me get even more late because I wasn't concentrating on the cars anymore because there was no numbers and I was getting stressed and TMI. So I stood there, and being the Nairobian me, you can't just ask anyone for directions, because they might just try and con you. In Nairobi, even growing up, my parents told me, don't ever trust anyone from Nairobi, especially when you're in town. So this is me when I was like, let's say around 14 or 13. And I was dropped off at Hilton and I was asked if I can get to Afya Center by myself. I was like, yeah, I couldn't. I didn't even know town because I was used to going to town with my folks. But nah, this girl can't say she doesn't know how to get there because you're told. Never ask these people for directions because they'll get you lost. People will try and con you. Out of nothing that I had then. But anyway, they might try and con you, so I didn't want to ask anyone. That's a story for another day, guys. Yeah, complications. Anyway, I digress. So, I wasn't going to ask people from Mombasa about how I'm getting lost with all of these things that I'm getting lost doing. So, I did the Nairobian thing that I normally do. Got out my phone, pinned my location, got myself an Uber. The Uber guy calls me, was like, Madam, umesimama wapi? Uko wapi? I'm like, why do they do that though? So it's a thing that happens. They just call you to ask you like, uko wapi? And you've pinned it. Like, I'm right there where you see the pin, just follow the pin. He gets there, I get on the Uber and we go, and he's telling me all these Mombasa. You know the myths about Mombasa? He's telling me more stories. After the experience I had waiting for no number Matatus, only for people to call me. I'm like, I had 1 ear on the earphone, 1 ear to this guy, listening to these stories, but then again thinking, I don't want to hear any more stories because all these stories suck. And typical Uber guy drivers, which I love them so much. The story started, and you know about all these Mombasa myths. He told me a bunch of them before we got to where we were going. But guys, that's a story for another day. Anyway, he got me to where I was going. I got to docks. I still saw Matatus at docks, and they didn't have people, but they didn't have numbers either. So I didn't know where they were going. I didn't know if they could take me back home. But guys, in the evening, I got myself another Uber driver, and more Mombasa stories. Story for another day also. No, I get another Uber, I get home, and then when I get home, I ask the people in the house, like, so why did you guys not tell me about the nomads, like in the morning to take me to wherever I was going? And guys were like, what do you mean the nomads? And then I told them the story about being catcalled and the other mads shouting different things that I didn't understand, and they told me, remember, guys, remember the mads that were saying, it was actually they were saying dogs. But guys, all I could hear was enunciate. Moral of the story, enunciate. Is it said like that? I don't even know. But you can hear me, you can understand me. It's said like that. Getting off of the matatu, right? So in typical fashion, you would sit in a matatu in Nairobi, and if you get to your stage, you would actually like tap the conductor, tap the person seated next to you, tap them on the shoulder, and then they tap the next person, and then it gets to the conductor. It's like a broken telephone game where you pass the message across like a bunch of people, and then it gets to the conductor, and the conductor goes like, "Ha!" and then you tell them like, right? But here it's a bit different, right? So here people just hit the car at the top, like it's a knock, and then the driver automatically knows that this person is getting off from the stage. Me, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part. So I'm seated there, I'm doing the whole broken telephone thing because that's what I'm used to. And then these people are looking at me like, I'm like, yeah. But then again, they just do that very funny. And then I learned how you're supposed to do that. After like 2 months of staying in Mombasa, Ari goes to actually Nairobi because Nairobi is home. And then, because now it has become like second nature, me hitting things, on the car. I tried doing that. This was the conductor's reaction. Unataka kuchukua job yangu, Sichukue job yangu. Kila mtu kwa gari, kila mtu. Unjo the new conductor. I was like, calm down, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's like, Sichukue job yangu. I was like, akitu niko nakwambia nashukia hapo. Atito shukia hapo kuna stage. I just apologized and I stood back looking at him, and I remembered my Mombasa conductor who make life so easy and who make you appreciate the little things like knocking on the car to get home. I forgive you, Nairobi conductor, because you know not what you did to me. It traumatized me. It hurt me. I didn't know. I wasn't about to take your job. The other thing is, everywhere in Mombasa is a stage. Kupanda na kushuka, getting in and getting off. And this was not a thing that I was used to. I was used to like kupanda, every stage, everyone is stage, kupanda, but kushuka is stage. Like, you know what I mean? Like stage, where it's designated like stage. Like, because they'll tell you like the cops are gonna get us. You know how a stage is like, there's like a curve, like where a car is supposed to like pull off from the road and then like drop off people, and then people get off, and in Mombasa, I think there are places like that, but we just get off anywhere. If you think in your head like, oh, this is where I want to go, you're like, ta-ta, I'm here. Ta-da, I'm here. Ta-da, I'm here. In Nairobi, on the other hand, no. Kupanda ni stage because wanataka pesa. You know, it's all about the money. You know, these are Mombasa privileges. Like, if you know, you want to come live here. But not really. So Mombasa privileges. Yeah, you get off anywhere you want. You get on it here, you get off 5 minutes, and you're like, hey, Sante, and the car will actually stand, and they'll actually help you with your bags and put them down for you, like, madam, ni hapa chini, ni hapa chini. And then they'll go like, hey, pale kidogo tu, nafikisha tu hapo, and the whole job will be waiting for you. That was mind blowing for me. Mind blown. This thing actually irritated me for the longest. I think it still irritates me till today. I don't think I know it irritates me till today. You get on a mat and someone just has the nerve to like forget their bag, which has their money, right? Me, my anxiety cannot allow me to forget my bag with money. Nah. And then you get on the job and you tell the conductor, hey, mwanangu, nimesahau beti yangu nyumbani. Naweza kuchukua. And then the conductor is like, mama, sawa takungoja. And the driver is like concurring, like, tutakungoja. I was like, tumepanda hii mat kuja kuchila hapa hivi. I was like, no. So me, I thought this lady lives like, you know, like walking like 2, 3, like 5 minutes away. Like, no, this lady lives like 10 minutes away. 10 guys, 10 minutes away. We stood there waiting, and then I started complaining, and the driver was like, tulia msichana, tulia, usikuwe na haraka. Street was like, what? Niko na haraka. That's why nimepanda hii mat sahi, because where I'm going, you know. Like, you know, Nganya, if you know, you know. When I'm in Nairobi, I like to get on the Nganyas, right? So, and they're always on the move. They're never on one stage just waiting for you. They're always just, the driver is always going. And then you have to like get on the conductor, and then you two have to run like into the sunset. But now it's into the mat, not into the sunset. No, you just into the mat, and then you get in, and then you get your seat, right? Oh, here, no, you take your time, baby. You take your time. You get on the mat slowly. It will wait for you, and you get on it. And I was like, hey, okay. The only thing I haven't gotten down yet, which I sort of like tried one day, because I forgot to like hit the Matatus over here, is kudondoka. I cannot do that because I think I'll break my leg or something. I don't know, but I cannot do that. These are some of the things I found very peculiar about the Matatu here. If you like this sort of videos, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. Hit the notification button to get notified every time I post a video. And remember, stay bitchin'. Thank you.